Jeff is an online taxi driver. His life changes after he helps a lot of people. He helps a homeless man, his passengers, and those people around him. Now, he seemed to pick up 2 students at school who were going home. It was Jeff's first day working as an online taxi driver. After he finished take the 2 students, then he met his mother at a cafe. Jeff and his mother talked, and Jeff's mother asked classic questions like asking how he was and his work at the office. However, Jeff said that he had been fired. Of course, his mother was shocked. Jeff explained that by now, he had become an online taxi driver. But according to his mother, the profession is not good for him. But he remains on his feet. He will continue to work as an online taxi driver and will try to enjoy his new job. Later, Jeff's mother gave him a bottle of her homemade potion. The potion is a health potion so that her son is always healthy. Jeff returned to his flat. Jeff lives with his girlfriend, Samantha. He also told Samantha about his daily life as an online taxi driver. He also shared that he met his mother at a cafe. The next day, Jeff started his day as an online taxi driver. He got a passenger, a man who would go to a place for a reunion with his friends. But suddenly Jeff's car broke down. The man was angry with Jeff because he was going to be late. Therefore, Jeff apologized and returned his money. But Jeff asked the man to not give a bad rating on his online taxi account.
Whoa, hey, what the hell?
What's going on? Have you ever gotten a 0-star rating? I need to get to my meeting now.
You can have this too, that's all the money I have. Bad rating, I need this job.
Piece of junk of a car.
After the men had left, there was a homeless man who offered to help. And Jeff really needed someone's help to push his car over to the side. After that, Jeff thanked the person. But he said he had no more money to pay for the homeless man's services. Jeff said that he had already given all of his earnings today to the passenger earlier. Hearing that, the homeless man left. That day, Jeff was very sad. He told his girlfriend what had happened to him. His car broke down and he had to pay $1,000 for the repairs. However, Samantha, Jeff's girlfriend, actually felt happy. As it turned out, Samantha was going to give Jeff a car. Jeff asked where did Samantha get the car. She explained that she had a friend from India named Kumar. At that time, Kumar was going back to India and he left the car to Samantha. Not only that, Kumar also allowed Samantha to use the car. Because of that, Samantha wanted Jeff to use Kumar's car for a while, so he could continue his work. That day, Jeff worked in Kumar's car. This time, the passengers was woman. On the way, Jeff also talked with the woman. Then suddenly, Jeff stopped the car because he saw a homeless man who helped him yesterday. Because of that, Jeff wanted to thank him again and he also gave money to the person. He wants to make up for the kindness of a homeless man who helped him. The homeless man looked happy and thanked him. Then, Jeff continued his work and dropped off his passenger. When they arrived at their destination, the woman got out of Jeff's car. But Jeff was confused because he found money in the passenger seat. Jeff asked the woman if it was her money? But the woman replied that it wasn't her. Jeff then took the money. That night, Jeff told Samantha about the incident. Jeff still feels confused about what happened to him. Samantha explained that perhaps, it was a miracle in Jeff's luck that day. The next day, Jeff did his job as usual. Jeff transported a passenger. On the way, Jeff meets the homeless man again. Jeff and the homeless man chatted for a while, then he gave him a packet of food. Of course, the homeless man was happy and thanked Jeff. Jeff was dropping off his passengers. When they arrived, Jeff helped take the passengers' belongings from a baggage. Just then, Jeff saw several plastic bags filled with food. Jeff asked the passenger about the food, but the passenger replied that the food was not his. Jeff came home and brought a lot of food. Samantha was confused where did Jeff get so much food. Jeff explains that he found it in the trunk of the car. Jeff and Samantha talked about the money and food they'd been getting recently. They were confused, where it all came from. Since finding a lot of food in the trunk, Samantha asked if anyone had put it on purpose. But Jeff replied that no one had put it there. Then Jeff said that tomorrow, he would prove it. The next day, before leaving for work, Jeff asked Samantha if she needed new shoes. Samantha replied that she really needed new shoes because the old ones looked worn. Then, Jeff immediately took Samantha's old shoes and he immediately went to work. When Jeff came home from work, he's got lots of shoes. Samantha was very happy because Jeff bought a lot of new shoes. But he replied that he didn't buy them, but he found them all in the trunk of the car. Now Jeff knew where his lucky wave was coming from. Turns out, it was all because of the homeless man he helped out. Every time Jeff gave the homeless man something, he always got 10 times more like what happened today. When Jeff gave him Samantha's old shoes, moments later, He found a lot of shoes in the car's trunk. According to Jeff, the homeless man was like his lucky charm. Then, Jeff and Samantha celebrate their happiness from Jeff's luck. One day, he saw the wine supply was running low. And Jeff plans to give the homeless man a bottle of wine. The next day, Jeff turned on his online taxi account. This time, the passenger was a famous musician, and as it turned out, Jeff was a huge fan of the musician. Jeff also called his girlfriend to tell her that his passenger is a famous musician. Samantha is also happy because she is also a big fan of the musician. On the way, Jeff meets the homeless man. Then Jeff gave him a bottle of wine. And sure enough, when Jeff came home, he brought a box of wine with him. And in the next days, Jeff always gave the homeless man things. And as usual, Jeff always gets the item back 10 times over. At that moment, Samantha had an idea. She plans to give the homeless man money, so they can get the money back 10 times more. Jeff agreed with his girlfriend's suggestion. The next day, Jeff plans to give the homeless man $1,000. But before that, Jeff will work as usual. While dropping off passengers, Jeff met the homeless man. Jeff gave him $1,000 and he left. After work, Jeff met his girlfriend, and sure enough, Jeff found a lot of money. Of course, Samantha was very happy. Therefore, Jeff and Samantha intend to meet the homeless man again for more money. But Jeff and Samantha don't meet the homeless people he's used to. There, Jeff meets another homeless person. Jeff didn't give him money and the homeless man looked annoyed. And in the next days, Jeff searched for the homeless person he used to meet. At home, Jeff talks with his girlfriend that he hasn't seen the homeless person for a few days. Jeff's mother called and asked him to meet. Jeff met his mother at a cafe. His mother gave him a homemade potion again. Jeff also received a potion from his mother. Jeff told several incidents that he had experienced since he became an online taxi driver. He also told of his lucky day, when he helped a homeless person. But lately, Jeff has been unlucky again because he never meet the homeless man again for a few days. His mother told him that maybe what Jeff was experiencing was instant karma, as she had read on social media. His mother explained that we can do good to anyone and not just focus on one person. His mother suggested that Jeff go back to work and continue to be kind to everyone. Jeff took his mother's advice. One day, he got a passenger and it turned out to be his own mother. While dropping off passengers, Jeff wanted to give a bottle of herbal medicine to a walking person, but the person refused. Later, Jeff met another homeless man and he handed him a bottle of the herbs. Jeff's mother also gave the homeless person some money and the homeless man was very happy.
Wow! Thanks, man. You don't know how much.
Hey, what's your name, by the way? All right, Chuck?
Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you.
When he got home, Jeff didn't bring anything. Usually, he always brought something after helping someone. Jeff and Samantha start fighting and arguing about Jeff's misfortune. Jeff told that day he helped another homeless man, but he didn't get any luck. Then, his girlfriend tried to check the passenger seat. And sure enough, there were several bottles of herbal medicine and some money. The next day, Jeff got another passenger. The passenger is a mayor. When they reached their destination, Jeff gave a stick of gum to the mayor. The mayor thanked Jeff for the gift. Moments later, Jeff got a passenger, an old woman. When Jeff opened the back door, he found a few sticks of gum. Jeff was no longer surprised by that. He took the grandmother to her destination. Arriving at the destination, Jeff gave a shawl to that grandmother. The grandmother thanked Jeff. At home, Jeff showed Samantha the passenger's seat, which was full of the things he had gotten that day. Samantha told him that Jeff's car had been repaired and was ready to be driven. Jeff no longer uses Kumar's car. Jeff had used his own car. He got a passenger, a violent woman. The passenger scared Jeff because she had just beaten someone up. The woman pulled out a gun and asked Jeff for something. Frightened, Jeff told the woman to get the things in his car. The woman also asked for money and Jeff gave it. Jeff told Samantha about the incident. After that, Jeff intends to take the things in the trunk of his car. As usual, after Jeff did a good deed, then he came home with good luck. But this time, Jeff was surprised, because that day he did not get anything. There was nothing in the trunk of his car. Jeff talked about his misfortune yesterday. Jeff also talked about what his mother said about instant karma. Jeff always does someone a favor when he uses Kumar's car. But when Jeff changes cars, he doesn't have any more luck. He thought that most likely it was because of Kumar's car, which always got lucky when Jeff drove it. Therefore, Jeff returned to using Kumar's car. Jeff stopped to give money to a homeless man. Then after dropping off a passenger, Jeff met his friend at a park. His friend's name is Emilio. Jeff hears that Emilio's mother has cancer. Then at that time, Jeff gave Emilio $1,000 for his mother's medical expenses. The next day, Jeff wore a t-shirt that written Instant Karma. As usual, he went to work. Out of the blue, Jeff meets the homeless guy he's used to seeing. Jeff told him to get in the car to talk things over. Then, they arrived at a place. They chatted, and Jeff asked the homeless person's name. The man replied, his name is Harry. Jeff asked why Harry had not been seen in a few days. Harry explains that he has been beaten by another homeless person. The other homeless people were jealous that Harry was always given something by Jeff, like money and other things. Jeff was concerned about Harry. He also gave him a place to live and some money for his daily needs, so that Harry could find a decent job. Harry looked very happy. At that time, Jeff was celebrating his lucky day with his girlfriend. When Jeff and Samantha came home, Emilio called Jeff and said he wanted to borrow more money. Jeff explained to Samantha that a few days ago, he had given money to Emilio for his mother's medical expenses. But apparently, the money was used by Emilio to play gambling. And now Emilio was going to borrow money from Jeff again. Jeff intends to lend him another $100,000. Then, Jeff activated his online taxi account. He brought a passenger named Clint. Clint looks very fierce. And after that, Jeff went to Emilio to lend him some money. Jeff continues his journey to transport Clint. After arriving at their destination, Jeff helped Clint get his bag out of the car. After Clint left, Jeff got a bag full of money. Jeff came home and showed Samantha the money. Jeff said that it was his luck that he had helped Emilio. The next day, Jeff and Samantha cleaned the car so they always had good luck. When they finished cleaning the car, suddenly an unknown number called Jeff. Then, Jeff took the call. Turns out it was Clint, Jeff's passenger yesterday. Clint said Jeff had brought home his bag which full of money. If it's not returned, then Jeff is in big trouble. Turns out, Clint is holding Emilio as a hostage. If Clint's money is not returned, then Emilio will be killed. Jeff was really confused, so he got out of the house and checked the car again. Jeff finds something, while Samantha gets ready to leave. But Jeff said why they should run. Then, Jeff showed her what he had found beside the car. The thing is a statue of Shani, the god of karma. Jeff and his girlfriend took it out of the car while they cleaned the car. Jeff is looking for information about the god Shani statue which is installed in Kumar's car. They just found out that he is the god of karma. Eventually, Jeff learns that the luck comes from the statue. And when the statue is removed from the car, Jeff gets into trouble. Jeff and his girlfriend then came to Clint. Sure enough, Emilio had been taken hostage. Jeff and Samantha are also held hostage. Clint gave a choice written on a piece of paper. It says, the first choice is to be killed and the second is to be released, then come back again to return Clint's money. Jeff asked to be untied first. Then Jeff chose the paper Clint had already written. He crumpled the paper and swallowed it. There is only one piece of paper that says let them go. Then, Jeff untied his girlfriend and they ran away. Clint and his men chase after them.
Yes, I see them.
Keep close. Step on it.
Can we go any faster?
Don't catch up.
Driving like your mom. Take it.
I don't even know where this goes.
Then they come to a place. There, Clint asks Jeff to show him where the money is. Jeff gave the money and Clint left. Jeff and his girlfriend survived. The next day, Jeff went back to his usual job, as an online taxi driver. They also put the statue of God Shani back in the car.